Hey everyone, Scott Zambelli here. Oh, I've got my other phone on. So I don't think this is going to work the way I was hoping. I'm going to do some live sketching, but I'm going to get echo on here. Let's see if I can turn off the volume. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. Got rid of the echo. Whew. I am attempting to do this so I can, let's see. I put that up. Doing a little live experiment here. Oh, that's the art cam. I don't want that one. Add. So there's that one. So here's what I'm attempting to do, everyone. Let's remove that out. It's a little live experiment. Anyways, before I get started with my live experiment, I'm here to talk about Crimson Shadows. That's right. We are getting close to the end. The end is near, as they say. And we got our Crimson Shadows Kickstarter that's going on. We only have 4 days left. So I just wanted to share that really quickly here. Present. Try and find the... I got to remove this off. Let me share the Kickstarter page so I can show everyone the current progress and where we are at. There we go. Why is it selecting something? There we go. All right. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Bear with me. I promise it gets better. There we go. So here's our current Kickstarter and where we're at with this. We have 35 backers. We're at 36 for our total. We want to get that higher. We have 4 days left. Tuesday evening is the end of the Kickstarter at 7 p.m. So we got to get those. We got a lot of people waiting in the wings who are watching the project. We just need you to come through and make those pledges so we can start unlocking those stretch goals to really bring everybody, get the most value for our buck, so to speak. So how do you get there? Let me post it in the comments. It's in the original post. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's see. Become a backer at... And there's, oh, that's the wrong link. I got to get the link for this. Copy. And let's put it here. All right. So we got the link going into the comments there. So you can click on that or look at the original post and do that there. So I'm trying to figure out how to share the art cam. For this, I was hoping to also stream live on TikTok at the same time. So let me see. I'll remove this off of there. I'm going to present my TikTok. Let's share the TikTok page and see if this is going to work. What I'm hoping is I can share the TikTok screen. So Okay, there's my TikTok. So now the question is, if I go live on TikTok, will we be able to stream it? So before I get into that, let me just show you once again. We got some artist proof copies here. This here is the hardcover edition. The stripe across the covers are because they're artist proofs. We have a paperback edition here. You can see they're pretty thick, about 200 pages of awesome action going on there. So you can get those. We have 4 different covers for the paperback. 2 covers are done by me. Kevin Meinert did one, and Brett Pinson did one, so you can get the different variants. And the hardcover is also done by Kevin Meinert as well. All right, let's see what we can do here. So I've got to get out of this. Let's get that out of there. Bear with me. I'm about to go live on TikTok, and hopefully I can share it there. So I'm going to do a new introduction here. We're going live. Hello, everyone on TikTok. We are live now. I'm going to be doing some live drawing here for our Crimson Shadows Kickstarter. The link is in the bio if you're watching this in the TikTok there. So just go to the bio for the link. All right, I am now trying to co-stream this. Let's see if I can see it here. Does it stream my live TikToks on my desktop one? So let me search for me, maybe. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make this work. Crimson Shadows. I'm hoping I can stream the live stream simultaneously. If I go here, live, here we go. I think I got it. All right. Now let's go to our StreamYard and add. Oh, why is it not showing it? Oh, it created a new page. So I got to stop that screen and present the other screen. I present to you Learning with Scott. All right. Center full screen. And bear with me, we're almost there. StreamYard. Add. All right. Here we go. I can play it live on Facebook, the live stream from TikTok. So if you're joining us on Facebook, the links to the Kickstarter are in the original post and in the comments. If you're watching on TikTok, you can go in my link is in the bio. So go in my bio and you'll get the link there. So today I'm just drawing, this here is a sketch cover, and this is of our Wretched Realms book. Now the Kickstarter is for our Crimson Shadow series, but Wretched Realms is part of that. We have a bounty hunter in the Crimson Shadow series. The Wretched Realms is kind of the origin stories of our bounty hunter there. So if you want to know the backstory of our bounty hunter, get the Wretched Realms issue number 1. Hopefully down the road we'll be able to add more issues. But today we are doing some sketching. I have some fun here. So with Crimson Shadows, the Kickstarter, we have 4 days left. It ends officially on Tuesday, 7 p.m. That's this Tuesday, March 5th. So you'll want to get over there and grab your stuff. We have 4 different covers available for our hardcover, or for our soft cover. 1 cover available for our hardcover. So there's 5 total covers available. So you want to get in on that. You could, we have till Tuesday, but you don't want to wait because we want to unlock the stretch goals. And the faster people go, the way Kickstarters go, crowdfunding go, the more successful something is, the more people want to be part of it. So a lot of people like to wait till the last minute, but really it does everyone better if everyone starts being part of it as soon as possible. So we recommend getting there now. Plus, sometimes people forget. I've had that happen before too, where I get contacted after, like, "Oh, I missed out on the Kickstarter. Is there anything? Can I still get in on the rewards and the different things?" And the problem is, I can't do it. You will be able to sell you the items, but you won't get the Kickstarter prices where you really maximize the value of what you can get. So let's see here. This drawing here, a skull that's going to be wearing a cowboy hat for the spirit of the whole Wretched Realms series here. Links are in the bio for TikTok. They're in the original post for Facebook if you're watching on there. So I'm going to be going back and forth between the two. So if you post a question in the comments, I'll try to answer. But yeah, we've been doing this a long time. We got 4 issues for Crimson Shadows, and we have some extra books as well, some novels and other things that are part of the Crimson Shadows universe. So when you go to the Kickstarter, you can select your reward level that you want, but then in the add-ons, you can customize your order by putting in various options. So you could select back issues of ours for some of our different books that we have. You can also get some of our other merchandise, which includes things like our enamel pins, and we have stickers, we have t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. So we want to get in on that if you can. So I'm just sketching here a very rough sketch. Once I get in with the pens, I'll tighten everything up. Just trying to do this little cowboy skull here. Like I said, this is from our Wretched Realms series. Cowboy hats were always difficult for me. They are still a little weird because the way the brim of the hat goes, you get a lot of curves and everything all over the place. And so you kind of get used to it as you go, but always fun trying to figure out stuff here. So I'm starting off with just very rough pencil lines. And then as I move in with my inks, like I said, I will tighten up stuff. I'll make adjustments. We'll have him wearing bandana. Cowboys got to wear bandanas, right? And we'll give him a good old cowboy jacket underneath. That works. So that kind of just gives me the light pencil marks of where I'm going to go as I kind of work on this. You can see here, there's some of the, so nothing that great yet. But once I move to the inks, we'll really purdy it up a bit. So this sketch cover is available. I should show you some of the other sketch covers I've done also. Let me grab those. So I did some other sketch covers. If you want these, they are available. If you take the option of a sketch cover in the rewards for this. You can request these. It's first come, first serve, though. Each one's an original drawing right on the covers. So here's our Frankenstein. They're inside they're bagged and boarded right now to protect them. Here's our Plague Doctor. So you can see we got some different options there. They're marker and ink drawings. All right, let's move forward here. I'm going to go with the brush tip for the pen. So we'll do that next. I'm just going to let's do that. All right. Get the old cowboy hat going. There we go. So this here is just like if you were to see me at a comic book convention and hire me for what's called a convention sketch. That's what I'm doing here. It's just a very rough level sketch that, it's not meant to be like when I'm doing finished work, some kind of, highly finished piece. It's just quick drawing for fun. Let's give him a little nose here. There we go. Getting the nose put in. So don't forget, if you want to become a backer, please go visit our page. If you're watching on TikTok, the link is in the bio. Please share the live too. Let other people know about this. The more people that know about our Kickstarter, the better. And we can, hit some of those stretch goals that we want. So share the live on whether you're on Facebook or TikTok. You can share this so your friends and family can discover it. And if you're once you go to the Kickstarter too, if you back it, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And if you can, once you're there, you can also copy the link to the Kickstarter and share that on your pages. That's a big help because you all know how algorithms work. It's pretty hard once when you post something, you're trying to get people to see stuff like this. The algorithms often limit you and make it difficult for people to find you. But when you share the links yourselves, that's called organic growth. And it kind of overrides the algorithm because now it's your post and your friends and family will see what you're doing in a way that, we wouldn't be able to reach out to them, and capture them. So it definitely is a big help when people share those things. All right. Just to make him a little more menacing, I think I'm going to stick a little, like a cigar coming out of his mouth. And we'll have a little bit of smoke. What I'll do is when I'm done, I'll add some white gel pen to create some wispy smoke lines that go up over that. So I think that'll be fun. So we'll give him, have his teeth open a little bit so that we can see that. That works. There's different types of pens you can use. I'm using a brush tip pen just to give it a little bit more of a sketchy feel. I've got, different pens I use when I want a more finished feel. I feel like for this old West style thing, I think the feel of the brush pen is better. Plus, I'll be adding some shading later on with the gray marker, so we don't need to make every single thing outlined in pen. So we'll start off with this, though. Just drawing in some rough lines for where the code is. That works. And then he's got a shirt on under there. We'll make this part dark. Don't need to have it like a floating skull in there, maybe. All right, there we go. Let me repost the link there in the comments for you newcomers in Facebook. All right, there we go. So I just posted the link again for you newcomers. And those of you watching on TikTok, just go over to my link and you can get that there. The link is in the bio. All right, I think that works for now. So the next step, I'm going to erase off my pencil lines so I don't have those in there. Got my trusted kneaded eraser. Got to do the kneading though. Got to stretch and pull and make it soft. Always a critical part. All right. Let's erase these lines off. Make it look nice and clean. Make it look like I planned the whole thing the whole time. So for now, I'm gonna be coloring this solid black, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that because I want that a really rich black, and I'm just gonna use my Sharpie for that to fill that in. That works. All right. Next up is the markers. So I just got some markers here from the store here. Some grayscale markers. To use the brush tip. So I'm going to start off with the lower end. Let's see, I'll do a 30% gray to start. I don't want to go too dark because, skull is white. So I don't want this to go start off on the darkest level yet. So we're going to have the shadow from the hat coming down. All right. So we're just getting kind of the darkest areas. And then we're going to have some darker grays that we're going to use to make things even pop even more. But let's get some of this in here. That works. All right. Get some of these lower ones. As it goes back, I want some more shadow to go in there. The cheekbones overlapping the jawbone. And then we'll go a little bit down there. I think that works. We got his little stogie here. That's lit. That works. All right. Now let's get some shading done. Let's see. So the light's coming kind of downward here. Let's go with do some of the shading more like here. Have the top of the hat here, maybe cast a little shadow down. We'll have a little bit going along the edge. That should work. Like I said, right now I'm just doing a 30% gray. So I've got some lighter grays and darker grays I'll be adding to add even more depth. This is just to kind of lay down my initial kind of ideas of where the light and shadows are going to be. And from there, I'll fine tune it with the darker as I go in with darker grays. But right now I'm just trying to create the main edges of the shadows to kind of create this kind of like my sketching process, so to speak. Like for the drawing, it was originally pencils for the inks. For the grays, I kind of do this method. I kind of do a rough sketch with the 30%, then use my darker and lighter grays to fine tune everything in. Oh, that works. We'll do that. The hat's going to be casting kind of a shadow down, so I guess we want some of this more in shadow from the hat. There we go. All right, we got a good initial layer. So now I'm going to start working my way up. Don't forget, check out my link for the bio if you're watching on TikTok. If you're watching on Facebook, go to the link in the original post. That would be awesome. We got to go get this Kickstarter going. It's Crimson Shadows. If you don't know what Crimson Shadows is, it's based around the Jack the Ripper case. So it takes place in 1888 London. The streets of London are the citizens of London, I should say, are living in fear of Jack the Ripper as more and more victims fall prey to his dastardly ways. And frustrated and unable to catch who this is, the police bring in Scotland Yard. And this is based on, this is historical fiction is what we call it, because we have a lot of real life facts in the story, like Scotland Yard being brought in on the case. But then we add in our twist, which is like, because Scotland Yard is in on the case, well, who's the best Scotland Yard detective there is? Well, none other than Sherlock Holmes. So that was our way of getting Sherlock Holmes into the storyline. And our main character, Julius Resnick, he's recently fallen ill. And the process of being ill, though, he's started having these crazy visions and dreams. And as the details of the Jack the Ripper case come out, he starts realizing there's an eerie resemblance to what he's experienced through his vivid dreams and the reality of the crime scenes. And, is he going mad? Is he somehow witnessing reality? He doesn't know. So his attempts to find the truth brings him into the dark underbelly of the streets of London, where he comes across the likes of Dracula and vampires and demons. And we also have characters like Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde coming in. So we have a lot of great classic characters and monsters and creatures who get involved in the story. Kind of think of it like our version of A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, where in that movie they tried to tie together a lot of the classic characters. We're kind of doing the same thing, but obviously a much different story. And in our case, our character Julius Resnick is the focal point of the story, and then everything else kind of revolves around that. So it's been a lot of fun to do. We started this back in 2020, so we've been doing it for a while. This is our 14th Kickstarter. The previous 13 all were funded and fulfilled on time. Regarding ours, it is finished, so there is no risk. Everything's finished. We just have to wait for the Kickstarter to end so we know what our final quantities are. We'll place our orders and get those out to everybody. So we're really excited for that. So there's no risk involved. Everything's done. And but this has been a long time in the coming as far as getting it to this point with for this graphic novel. It's 200 pages of a lot of suspense and horror, and but we center around Julius, which makes it a lot of fun as well. So hope you give it a shot. It's a labor of love for us. I'm Scott Zambelli. I am the creator, penciler, writer, and colorist for the book. We got Kevin Miner, who handles the inks, and we have Brett Pinson, who handles the lettering for me. So we've had a lot of fun working on this. I feel like this marker's starting to get dried up a little. I'm just adding, this is a 10% gray I'm using now. So it's a very light gray, but it also acts as a blender. It does a good job blending. So using it to get some of the lighter areas, especially with the skull being white. I don't want to be careful on how dark I go on certain colors. Oh, there it grabbed some of the black and blended it, but that's okay. You just work with it. The other benefit is I've got a white gel pen, so I can go in and add specific highlights to certain places. So if you want this one, just go over to our Kickstarter, get a reward that has a sketch cover. You can either do the reward as there's an early bird special. There's a couple of those left as far as quantity. It was a quantity based instead of a time based reward. There's a couple left. So there is a sketch cover available in there. So you can either grab that, or in the checkout menu, you can do an add-on and ask for this cover. And first come, first serve. So whoever asks first for this cover will get it. All right, I think that gives us what we need for this part. All right. So now what we're going to do is go in with a Sharpie and fill in some heavy black areas. So some of that will be here. And this is when you use these heavy, thick Sharpies, you get quite the fumes going in the room. Probably should do it in a ventilated room. So if you're just tuning in, saying, what is this all about? I'm doing a live sketch here on a Wretched Realms sketch cover, but it's mainly to promote our Crimson Shadows Kickstarter, which will be ending in a few days. So time's running out. So I want as many people as possible to get over there, secure their copy. The graphic novel is almost 200 pages, 198 pages long. That contains the story and bonus sections. Bonus sections include things like the concept sketches that I did when I was first designing characters. It includes a timeline of real events. Like I said, it centers around the Jack the Ripper case. So we have real people and dates and locations inside the story. So this kind of gives you an insight into that. So you know that there's a timeline for the Crimson Shadows universe in there, so you can keep your eye on things there as well. All right, so we got that. Now I just got to add some kind of a background here. I'd like to go dark, but with the hat being so dark here, let's see. I think what I'll do is just add some shading, some rough shading. This is what I'll do. Go with this one. This is the 90% gray. So we're just going to go like this. It's going to be a little messy here. Just got to be clean around the edges. And we'll just slowly fade it. Now we go with 70%. I want the brush side. Keep grabbing the thick side here. And we'll transition to the lighter and lighter grays to get where we want to. So that was 70. Now we go to 50. Where's the 50? 50. There we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trust my white gel pen, which sometimes is dangerous because if it's running low, it might give me the results I want. But I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust it today. I'm just going to let the colors, let this variation just kind of flow. Now we got 30%. That'll be here. And that side's covered, so we're going to go. And then what I'll do is I'll go over it one more time with the lighter one just to help further blend stuff more. The more layers you do, the more it blends. Okay. All right. That was 30. So we now got to go to the 10s. Try this one. Just want to create some kind of a light background going on in the backdrop here. You can't just have solid white. It's boring. And then I'm going to have a little bit here and then start going darker again up here. Then we'll go back to 30% for up there. That works. Now we take the lightest gray to act as a blender. So we'll just blend. Gotta be careful of these black area. I probably should have waited until after I got done blending to go back into that area, but that's okay. Let's get that blending in. Good enough. Now this side. I'll just help blend it a little bit more. All right, let's see how it goes when I go in with my white gel pen to add that wispy smoke. Let's see, I want to make sure his eyes are really, really dark too. So I'm gonna hit that just to give it a, Sharpies really give a nice dark black. So hit that one more time. All right. Oh, white gel pen. Let's see if I find the one that works. So we're just gonna start doing some wispy lines, and then you go in with your finger and use your finger to smear a little bit. Yeah, it works. There we go. The question is, do we give them glowing eyes or leave them black? I'm thinking leave them black. So sometimes what I'll do is I can, you color in a section and then do that smear in a circle to kind of give it a, looks like he has glowing eyes in there. But I think I like it solid black. So we'll do that. Got to sign it. Always got to sign your work. Let's see. I'll sign over here. Sign it. Put it there. And I think that'll do it. That's good sketch cover. We'll take it, right? So there you go. So like I said, this is for our Crimson Shadows series. We have a paperback version of, well, 4 different covers available for the paperback version. 2 covers by me, a cover by Kevin Miner, and a cover by Brett Pinson. And then we also have a hardcover edition with this great cover by Kevin Miner. Good cover. It's a great book. Go to the, if nothing else, at least go to the link to see samples of the artwork for the interior pages, all the add-ons we have. I have videos on there showing the different characters and who they are, so you can get to know some of the characters a little better. And check it out. It truly is high quality. We have such a high return rate from everybody who, once they get the books, they love them and they come back for more. So please go check it out. On TikTok, the link is in the bio. On Facebook, the link is in the original post there and in the comments as well. And if nothing else, you can always go to bardstone.com and we have links to the Kickstarter there. Kickstarter ends this Tuesday, March 5th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So don't wait because you might forget and you don't want to miss out on this. It's good stuff. I promise you that. All right, folks, I'm going to sign off on the TikTok here. Thank you for watching on TikTok, and over on Facebook, I'll do one last video of the character profile. So goodbye, TikTok folks. Hold on if you're on Facebook. All right, we got those TikTok people gone. Ha ha ha. No, just kidding. Let's remove that. So, like I said, there's that. There's that. Those are samples. Everything's done. Zero risk to you. We just got to place the order, get them printed, and then ship them to you for your pleasure. So before I sign out, I'm going to just quickly put one more video. I started with the Ripper. Let's go with the Plague Doctors. That's a fun one. All right. Thanks for watching, folks.